Hello, spooky followers. My name is Indigo Grimm, here with a brand new spooky meat review. And this time, I'm going back to another creepypasta for this one. Because there's another proxy to talk about. A proxy from the one and only master called Slenderman. Yep, Slenderman actually has more than one proxy. And if you don't know, the proxy symbol is a circle with X. But there's actually more than one, depending what type of creature that you're dealing with. For example, Slenderman's proxies actually have this symbol right here. But others, like Trenderman, Splenderman, and Fenderman, they each had a unique special mark for their proxies. But the one most common is this one right here, the Slenderman proxy symbol. Each proxy has one on their arm or body, or even magic, depending which one you're talking to. But the proxy I'm talking about is the one and only human, but also understands an animal, a familiar. His name is called Cat Hunter, or his real name is actually Ringo Ezo. I think I butchered it. Dang. But Ringo, and again, sorry if I butchered your name, he is actually a mortal human. But he's also Slenderman's proxy as well. Yep, he's a mortal. But he also got a cat or familiar named Loki, which, by the way, if you don't know, Loki is actually a Norse god of chaos, trickster, and all the way down. His abilities are effective stalking, endurance, and he could understand his own cat due to his hallucination. But his background is very much unique. For example, he's actually a human, but his backstory is very tragic and also very mysterious. He is actually, his father abandoned him or ignored him. That's pretty fucked up in my own opinion, but also very tragic. The old man wouldn't even pay attention to him at all due to his demanding work until one fateful night, Rango sneaked into his father's car again. Where's the mother for this? Seriously, who in the right mind would do this? Never mind. He basically sneaked into his father's car, overheard a conversation between his old man and a colleague. They had found a lead on a murder case. In my opinion, that's actually pretty great. But also, again, bringing a child into this, I don't care if he's not into the car. He should have checked it. But again, he had a little doll, a cat doll, basically. Holding on, he's waiting for his father to start the car and set off. And after arriving at an old abandoned cabin, Ringo, and again, I think I'm saying his name wrong. I'm so sorry. Stayed in the car while his father was meeting his colleague and went in the building. As Ringo, a young child, was trying to figure out what the hell he's going to do next. Until tragedy struck. A masked man or person accidentally found him in the car. Again, children, do not do this. Parents, watch your kids or this happens and just say he's found out where he is and Billy tried to kidnap him, basically. But the toy, the person cut, ripped open his cat doll, and that caused him to panic, screaming, kicking, and return he got injured with his wrist. Yeah, that's not good. But that's not the end of that story. No. Because one, good thing the father saved his ass, basically shooting the masked person dead, but it did not end well for Ringo's life. Because after that traumatic event, he became PSD and also attending therapy sessions, even though he did improve very well. But uh, just say Slenderman went in the mix after that. Basically, he experienced unusual events after that. Basically, the power would go out at his house, static effects, electronics, solid shadows, hearing whispers. That sounds like the big man himself, Slenderman, upon his door. The weirdest, and this is actually the weirdest part of his story, the cut on his wrist changed into an X, and then a few more years later, at 20, he would experience the worst pain. The X now has the O in it, the proxy symbol of the Slenderman. And that means after that, he experienced the worst headache, and his illusions became more worse. After that, the voices told him to look outside one day, and that's when he saw him, Slenderman, waiting for him, basically, asking him to steal documents that his father works on and kill him. Psychological controlling him by the creature, and just say his father no longer alive, and stole his father. But the good thing is he never killed, but disobeying Slenderman's orders, he killed him as well. The father, not the cat. So, but just say, after that, his power, he was broken. After all, Slenderman killed his father, and he begged Slenderman not to kill his mother. And he obliged. But this was a warning. This would happen if you fail Slenderman's rules or orders. After all, as a proxy, you have to follow orders from Slenderman or anyone. So, that's what he did. Now he works with him, not by choice. His weapon varies to his gun or his gauntlet of claws. He also took his cat as well. Don't be fooled. He is pretty impressive. His claws are sharp, but also he endured. But I feel bad for him because he didn't have to go through that. seeing his own father getting strangled by Slenderman because he did not follow his orders. Now that is tragic. But now he is trying to find a way out of Slenderman's control to become free from the proxy sign. But he's still trying to figure out. So for that, I must condemn. This is why in the Creepypasta, if you want to become a proxy, you have to obey the rules. The good thing for me, I'm not I'm not in control of a proxy symbol, thank gosh. But still, this is no joke. Because Slenderman don't care. If you don't follow orders, you'll be punished by death or torture. After all, you don't know what he could do to you. Only thing that he knows, he's messed you up. But Cat Hunter, that's his name, his mask is very unique. He's the first proxy that actually had a cat listed mask. But also, Claus, his outfit is very unique. A brown suit, black pants, black shoes, but the gauntlet was so terrifying, and white mask. But he also had his backpack, his doll from his childhood to pay homage, and his cat, Loki. But like I said, be warned. Cat Hunter might be, he's still under Slenderman's control. So if Slenderman thinks that you're a threat, he'll send him, Cat Hunter, to your demise. So, what do you guys think about the Cat Hunter? For me, this is a very unique creepypasta character, and very unique as well. So for that, I highly recommend you to pay respect to the Cat Hunter, especially if you love cats, as a familiar, buddy, partner, or companion. So for that, hopefully, if you see a white mask that looks like a cat, run like hell. Well, I better get going. I got another spooky legend to do. And this time I'm going to Edo, Japan for this ghost story. So, until then, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell notification. I'll see you guys in the next video. Stay spooky, my friends.